Good Sunday morning. It's nice and quiet out here.
Yeah.
One day of the week that seems like New York sleeps.
It's kind of nice. I like it.
At least until like 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because brunch in Oklahoma would be from like 10 to 2, and they actually stop serving brunch normally by 2. Some places maybe even a little earlier. But in New York City, people don't even start showing up to brunch until like 1.
It's like brunches from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yeah, the city definitely sleeps until afternoon on Sunday. So we get out and about and get to
take advantage of the no lines and no people, no wait.
So right now we're just walking to get ourselves a drink, and then we're gonna head over to church. So it was actually C3's 4th birthday today, and C3 downtown Manhattan campus is almost a year old now. It's really cool to be a part of a church plant that is young and thriving, because that's what we were a part of in Tulsa with City Church, and so kind of stepping in to C3 here in New York just feels like home, and so it's nice to be able to go and have that kind of experience once a week. As we were walking to the subway station after church, we passed this pop-up art gallery from the Agoraphobic traveler. So check that out.
This image that I found is one of my favorites. This is actually one of the first images that I found where I got such a surprise. Such a shock when I found it. It was just, for me at the time, it was just perfect. I love everything about it. I love the light. I love the mountains in the background. I think it's just fantastic that there's this little boy on the back of the motor taxi.
So basically that is a gallery of street view screenshots that are framed like photographs, because the artist is agoraphobic, which means she's has a fear of being outside, being around people. I'm not sure the exact definition of agoraphobic, but essentially you're trapped in your house.
Well, and hers got like really bad. It got worse and worse. So to find like, I don't know, an escape, she started traveling on Google Street View, and then noticed how kind of creative all of these street views could be. So she made them into photos.
There was like 15 different photos that had Google Glass to look through, that you could kind of see a VR experience of that particular photo.
Of the street view.
Of the street view. And then with her audio telling about the experience of finding that spot and taking that photo. And then it was a really big space, and in the back there was kind of a light table of even more shots. So that was pretty cool. But now we took the train over to Long Island City, Queens. We're heading to PS1 from MoMA to go to a book fair. We're gonna check out the book fair, and also probably just check out PS1 in general, because we have our MoMA membership, but we have not checked out the PS1 branch of MoMA yet. Hipster in Brooklyn is on this Sunday.
It's right here.
They're right here, selling t-shirts and photo zines. That was a little overwhelming. One, it's so hot out today, and two, they did not have any air conditioning, which part of it was in tents, so you don't really expect it to be air conditioned inside of a tent, but the whole building either the air conditioner wasn't running or they didn't have one. I don't know. Assuming since it's a museum, they typically have one, but today that was not on. And so with book fairs, it's normally too much for me to look at in general, and so I get a little overwhelmed because I'm not sure what to actually look at. And then on top of that, it was so hot that I was just like sweating. I was like looking at all this stuff. We actually didn't stay there very long because of that.
It was great art though.
There was so much great art. Like it was almost, even if the air conditioner was on, everything was so good that it would have been overwhelming in general. Just because it wasn't just like, oh, that looks cool over there, and that doesn't interest me, and like kind of walk around and be like, oh, that looks cool. It was literally every single table was like, holy cow, that's really awesome. Next person, that's really awesome. Next person, that's pretty cool. Like everything. And it was huge. There was a huge dome outside, which was
awesome,
really cool. And then there was another big like regular tent, and then the whole building at all
like
3 floors.
I think it was 4 floors.
What I didn't realize whenever we went was that it was a art book fair. I guess I could have put that together whenever I was reading about it because it said like New York Art Book Fair, but I didn't really put together like that it was literally a fair of art books. That actually was really cool. I do really like art books, and it brought out all of the artists. If it wasn't so hot, I could have been thinking straight, but I should have been like looking all these artists up on Instagram and stuff because there was a lot of really cool people. I definitely would have liked to have bought one of the magazines or art books or something, but one, because there was just so many, and before I typically make purchases, I like to like scope out all of the options and make sure I'm making my best choice, but there was no way for me to do that there, and I was too hot to even try. So we came home and sat here for a couple hours cooling down because it was, by the time we got here, we were just like sweating.
Yeah, like it's the end of September in New York and it's almost 90 degrees. What is that?
But if it leads to a mild winter, I'll take it. Also, Sarah bought a new shirt at church. It says "Love Never Gives Up," which is cool because that's what her tattoo right here says. It was her second tattoo, her first tattoo at an actual tattoo shop.
Yeah, I got it like 9 years ago.
C3's newest kind of campaign is all around Love Never Gives Up.
Yeah.
And Sarah has that tattoo, so had to buy the shirt.
Had to.
I think this is going to be a bit of a shorter video because we don't have any other plans for today, and I have to get this edited before I have a freelance job that I'm going to tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to have time to edit this. One random side note is I was got a shout out on Brett Conti's channel, which I'll put a link to that in the description. We went to his party last night. I got a few clips of it, but not enough to even put in this video. We were more just talking to him and actually meeting him and then trying to make a vlog.
He's a nice guy though.
He does a really great job every single day in New York City. He's a skateboarder, just vlogging about living in the city. Really nice guy. So yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe. If you have not, we make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sarah makes videos on her channel every Thursday, and she actually has a big announcement coming up this Thursday. We were working on it over there on our desks, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you in the next one.
Stay tuned for the big announcement. It's coming soon. It's coming soon.